Still here.
What's going on, everybody? I just had to do a raise praise because we got my boy back. We got Vet. What's going on, man? We got Mr. Paul Bayram in the house. Oh, I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy you guys are back. What's going on, guys?
Oh, not much.
Just enjoying. What have you been up to, man?
Relaxing. I stayed away. I was in Tennessee last week for an entire week, 4th of July, all the way till the 9th. I was in Kentucky Saturday, then was at water park with family, and outdoor water park in Tennessee. Shopping, more family. Then we left, stopped in Nashville for the day, spent the day at the Grand Ole Opry, although my wife would not let me stay there for Saturday night to see the Bellamy Brothers, but I still had fun anyways, and then we stayed in Springfield, Illinois, and then got home yesterday. So now it's back.
Tennessee. I see you got the Tennessee mountains behind you.
Yeah. Tennessee, it was fun. I needed the break. If you are burning out, I suggest just disappearing. Just
gotcha.
Disappear in the mountains and hide for a bit. It was relaxing, but it was weird not to just straight avoid everything, like all social media. Yeah. And Twitter and Facebook and all of that stuff, and just not watch anything. And I mean, I posted things here and there on Twitter, but not like I wasn't like Donald Trumping it out with the tweets left and right like everybody else does. Right. But it's good to be back.
Well, brother, I love you.
I missed it. I kind of really missed it.
Of course you missed it, man. The game is in your blood.
Yeah.
I want to kill you so bad in Rainbow Six Siege.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that want that.
It doesn't feel right. I'm like, God, I wish Vet was here, so I could just shoot him through a wall.
And I mean, I took all that time off, and it's there's just so much going on with Stadia now, with games coming out, games pop, all the FIFA and the Madden. Siege taken over. I mean, that seems to have taken Stadia by storm. And then I finally turned on, when I got home yesterday, I turned on my Chromecast, the Google TV, and it's already recommending a crap ton more games that I've already played. So, of course, the first one that pops up is Red Dead, and then my son's like, oh, shoot him. So...
Yeah, man. I'm so happy. Paul, love you so much, brother. Thank you for, you've been on these last shows with me, and I appreciate you so much, brother. What you been up to?
No, I've been a bit like Vet. I've had a couple of days off from social media and YouTube and all that stuff. I needed a little mental break.
Gotcha.
But I've been playing A Plague's Tale while I've been away.
Nice. The rats.
Yes, the goddamn rats. It's awesome. A fantastic game, honestly. If it ever comes to Stadia, definitely recommend people to play that one. But awesome. No, just been doing some stuff off of the social media and stuff like that.
All right, no problem. No problem, man. Let me ask you this: did you watch the last game in the tournament, the finals? I know. Brother, I'm gonna keep it. The last penalty kick, the kid missed it. I fell to my knees in front of the fireplace, and I said, "No!" And my wife ran into the room. She says, "What the hell are you yelling at?" And I'm not from England, folks. But guess what? I ain't gonna lie. I was rooting for England. I cried. It was like
I don't watch I don't watch soccer at all. But I have a friend that was visiting us while we were in Illinois, and he was stationed over in England for quite a bit, and he's a big England fan. And we watched the second half. I'm not gonna lie, I got into that. And soccer to me is just playing it is one thing. Watching it, I just can't. It takes me a bit to get into it. But that was one that got me into it with the overtime, 30 minutes, and then the shootout. That was back and forth, and I'm just that first miss, and I'm just oh, you could tell on his face that he was just devastated.
Yeah.
But I mean, as much as I know, I would love to see England. I gave props to both teams. That was phenomenal between both of them. It was outstanding.
It was like watching an epic movie and everything, and
it was back and forth.
Man.
Oh man, it got me hooked. I will say that it got me hooked.
Sednar says, hello, on to streams. What's up, Sednar? What's up, Unitrix? Hello, Cloud Gamer 2101. Polaris sucks. How you doing? Thank you for joining. My man, Alex. Nimbus Cloud Gaming.
Nimbus.
Thank you.
Mr. Rainbow 6.
Yes.
That's Mr. Rainbow 6. Unitrix, Dre. Oh my God. Those guys are completely amazing. But I've been watching videos, studying their tactics.
So they're the color. They're basically color, but playing Rainbow Six versus him just hooked on that. So yeah.
Hey, Petter Games, how you doing? I hope the family's doing well. Petter Games, good to see you in the chat, buddy. Good to see you. Well, guys, let's see, what do we got? I'm just waiting to see if they show something up in the blog. If they don't, there is a Google for Games Development Summit starting at 9:00. I do have that link. You might peep in and see what's going on. Plus, we got some games that have some patches coming out, games with some trailers coming out, coming to Google, coming soon, actually, this year. So, FIFA. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I just saw on YouTube, Stadia just uploaded trailer for, what was it, FIFA 22, the official reveal trailer 9 minutes ago.
Yeah, 9 minutes ago. See, I got the official official EA trailer. Sorry, Google, you're too late. But
you got the inside scoop.
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait to see if I can get into the summit and see what they're talking about. And what this is, guys, this is for developers. And they're talking about, hey, this is what Stadia can do. This is the certain kits and all the other stuff that comes with it.
Well, it'll be interesting because I know I've been watching some of their the Android stuff with Android 12, and there's a lot of things that I see that will tie in with Stadia down the road. I can see that's what they're going to be doing. The coding and everything that they're behind the scenes stuff with the game, because Android 12, that the difference here between 11 and 12 is going to be game focused. There's a lot that they're doing with game overlay on your phone. I mean, if you're one of the lucky ones, well, not the invisible phone, but there we go. The pixels.
That's your pixel.
Well, I had the Pixel 5. I had the Pixel 5, but I've right now I've got the 4A. I went to the 4A because I'm on Google Fi, so but I will be up. I will be. Oh, jeez.
Oh my God! What happened? Did that fall on the sidewalk?
Yeah.
Is that Apple? Because I know that happens with Apple products.
No, that's Samsung.
Petter said it right. The gaming hub. That's the big thing that I'm waiting for with Android 12. I am excited for that because I hope that they, not only on phones, but they incorporate that somehow with the Chromebooks as well, because that would be amazing.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing I forgot real quick. Four Scars Gaming, Rokk, I love you guys. Enjoy your vacations. I saw Rokk at he was at a lighthouse, just showing the.
He just stole my background. That's all it was.
just beautiful. Just Rokk, enjoy. Make sure your butt is back here next week. But enjoy your well-deserved vacation. I love you. I miss you, Rokk. And Four Scars, enjoy your vacation as well, buddy. Yeah.
doing work still.
Yeah, he's still working. Yeah.
He's still working, but it's a vacation nonetheless.
Yeah. Oh my God. So where we at? We're at okay. Let's see. A blog should be supposedly. I doubt it.
I don't know if I could see it coming if them doing one today because of the with the Stadia thing going on for the summit. Yeah, with the summit, I don't know if it would happen.
Well,
I mean, they shot me an email as well, letting me know that I could attend it, and I'm just like, I've already done it before.
Okay.
I think I attended last year's. Or the first year they did one.
I have never did a summit, but I got the email, I clicked, and I said, okay, I'm gonna get into this.
They're interesting. It's interesting to listen to the thing sometimes. I mostly attend like the main Google one when they do all the hardware and upcoming products and things, mostly because I want to know more about that than I do the summit stuff. But it's still interesting.
How much Google product do you have? I know you got the phone. I know you got Stadia.
I've got the phone. I've got the Nest, the doorbell. I've got the second generation of the Nest Hub. I've got the first generation Nest Hub. I've got like 3 or 4 Google Home Minis.
Okay.
The only thing I haven't got yet is the thermostat.
What's up, Ugly Ray? What the hell?
Silly
What's
vet.
up, Ugly Ray and Silly Vet and the handsome cool man in the middle? That would be Mr. Paul Bayram.
He knows.
And
he knows.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Who invited this bum?
I tell you, man, every show you got to get that one troll. Well, let's see. I'm gonna click on the community blog one more time.
Well, I guess I also have Chromebook. I had a MacBook that I converted into a Chromebook, so I mean I got I am pretty hardcore on owning all Google products. The only thing I'm still going to be getting at some point will be I want an outdoor cam for my backyard, but I'm going to be getting one of the Nest ones for that.
All right. Well, I'm going to try and share. Let's see.
Good sale in the store, by the way.
Let's see. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, yep, we can see it.
Oh my God! I finally did something right.
Hey, you got it working.
That's what my wife said like 2 weeks ago.
F, what's up?
Google technology. The first public reveal of this technology was in October 2018 with the launch of Assassin's Creed Odyssey from the incomparable team at Ubisoft. It was called simply Project Stream. It was the first time a user could play, day and date, a remarkable, low-latency, AAA game streaming experience from any laptop.
Freaking amazing.
We then went on to publicly announce Stadia at GDC in March 2019. We painted a bold vision for the future of streaming AAA games across any connected device without the need for local physical hardware. Thank you to every one of our partners for working with us. We look forward to continuing to work with you and with the rest of the industry on this journey. Next was the launch of Stadia in November of 2019, where gamers were able to play Stadia for themselves on their own connected devices. Throughout 2020, we worked to deliver on the original promise of Stadia by adding a multitude of platform features. Highlights include Crowd Play, which gives players the ability to jump right into the multiplayer game they're watching on YouTube. Crowd Choice, where viewers can make game decisions for the YouTube creators streaming the game they're watching. And Free Game Demos, where in October of last year, we enabled viewers to watch a trailer for an unreleased game, click a link, and then instantly try that game. Remember, anyone in a Stadia-supported country can use their Gmail account to sign up for Stadia for free, click to claim a game, and click to play a game on a wide range of connected devices without the need to purchase additional hardware. Late last year, we worked with the phenomenal developers at CD Projekt Red and brought to streaming one of the most expansive games ever developed, Cyberpunk 2077. It was so exciting for the Stadia team to hear the collective feedback. Stadia was one of the best places to play one of the year's biggest games. Thanks to the efforts of our content team, Stadia is also the home of the Stadia Makers program, built specifically to help smaller game development teams join the Stadia family and empower them to reach players in new ways. Our Makers community has launched so many creative and unique games, including 100 Days, Caves in the Wild Masks, Darkside Detective, and Unto the End, to name a few. These makers' games are available now on Stadia, with even more great games coming soon. If you're interested in being part of the Stadia development community, head on over to stadia.dev and apply. It's these kinds of creative and innovative concepts from the Stadia Makers community that inspire our team each and every day. Thank you to all of our Stadia Makers partners. We look forward to expanding this community, and we have some announcements coming up later in the session that I think you're really going to like. As always, and definitely in my opinion, partners are a crucial part of Stadia. Please know that we are constantly working to improve your experience, to bring games to our platform, and we have more details around new tools and other improvements to share in our technical session later today. To date, our partners have shipped more than 180 games on Stadia. These titles support all types of business models, from free-to-play to transactional to game demos, playable anywhere in the 22 countries that Stadia supports. And now they're playable on more devices than ever before. Today you can access Stadia on no less than hundreds of millions of devices currently in the market. Whoa. Anything from computers to Android and iOS phones to tablets to a growing list of TVs, thanks to our new Android TV support. The numbers of devices will continue to expand, with smart TVs joining the list later this year. The team at Stadia is working very hard to expand our footprint, grow the addressable Stadia market, and deliver on Google's goal of democratizing access to great gameplay experiences for everyone. One of the ways Stadia continues to make games more accessible and easier to play is through our 1-month free trial of Stadia Pro. Stadia Pro is our monthly subscription service that allows subscribers to access a variety of great games with new titles added every month. It's one of the benefits our players love about Stadia. Recently, we've asked ourselves, how can we ensure partners benefit more readily from our subscription? And here's where things get more exciting. Starting this month, any new title that enters into Stadia Pro under the new Stadia Pro terms will earn a slice of monthly revenue from the service. Stadia Pro will give back 70% of monthly revenue to partners based upon engagement for active, claimable Stadia Pro titles. To make this as easy as possible, engagement will be measured by session days. One user playing one Stadia Pro game twice on day 1 equals 1 session day. A user that plays a Stadia Pro game once on day 1 and once on day 2 equals 2 session days. We're also unveiling a new way to power player engagement through our affiliate marketing program. As a digital-only platform, Stadia has the unique ability to generate a link to a partner's game and provide data for how that link performs and the players it brings to Stadia and to the game. We call it a click-to-play link. Players can click on your unique click-to-play link and play the great games available in Stadia Pro during the free trial we offer to all new users. Once that player converts from a free Stadia Pro trial to a paid Pro subscription, you'll get $10 per user from Stadia, or the local currency equivalent. This in addition to your slice of the Stadia Pro monthly revenue. No other game platform does this, and we are very excited to offer our affiliate marketing program to our partners in the first half of next year.
Can they backdate it?
Alan Joyce, a Stadia product manager and one of my favorite members of the team, has a session later today called Growing the Pie, where he'll detail how we're using click-to-play technology to enable this program. You're not going to want to miss it. Last, but certainly not least,
go to church.
An important announcement about games available for purchase on the Stadia store. Starting in Q4 this calendar year, we're launching a limited time incentive program that adjusts our revenue share for newly signed games to an 85-15 split for game sales up to a $3 million threshold. This will apply to all games launching in Q4 of this year and in 2022 and in 2023.
Whoa, you hear that?
You,
2022,
partner,
2023,
will earn 85% of your title sales,
here.
and Google will earn 15%.
So
once your
that
title's
EA,
total sales reach a
college
$3 million
football,
threshold,
WWE
the revenue share will
2K22.
revert back to the current split. So that's good news from a revenue generating perspective, but in order to access these new partner incentives, you first need to develop your game for Stadia. The Stadia team has gathered a lot of feedback from partners to ensure we continue to build new tools and functionality to make development, submission, and certification
that is true, Nimbus. That's what I've been hearing.
Than ever, and we are constantly improving this process. Over the past year, we've
she's
invested
got, like,
in simplifying
the same
certification
fireplace
for all
I have,
partners.
but I
We're
painted it and
easier workflows to test
tore it
across
all
of
up.
Stadia endpoints with our new test hub tool. We're decoupling certain pieces of the developer journey so that teams can work independently from one another. And we're continually investing both time and resources to improve our support of game engines, whether custom or licensed. Our goal is to make Stadia development as close to turnkey as possible. There's a great session coming up later in the day that will dig into more detail of the technical work in progress, featuring more of my favorite team members, Elizabeth, Ryan, and Robert. Please make sure to catch this one if you'd like more information.
Oh, look at those engines.
Both of our Stadia sessions will
provide
important details about everything we've been working on. The reason we've done all this great work, the reason I'm here today talking to you, is that we know games are what make a platform great, and we want your games to come to Stadia. To apply to be a Stadia developer, go to stadia.dev, our developer website. When you click to apply on stadia.dev, you'll first fill out a 2-page application form. This request can seem pretty basic, but it's crucial information that goes directly to the Stadia review team and to me, and it helps us prioritize your requests, so please don't take it lightly. So a quick recap. We're working hard to continue to improve Stadia for our players and for our partners. Our platform, user adoption, and user sentiment are all growing and improving. We want you as a partner,
your incentive for
and we want to play your
Stadia
games
Pro
on our platform. So please go to stadia.dev to find out more and apply to become a Stadia partner. Thank you very much.
That's it?
No, man. No, there's more.
I'm just kidding.
There's more.
All right, you guys, we've done it. What a show. Wrap it up.
So what did you, man? Is that awesome? Is that awesome news? Look, Cowboy's excited.
He's gonna create
awesome news. Now I need to create a game. I got a game, Cyborg killing Cowboy. How's that? That would be awesome.
Anthony, I have the perfect title for your game. Just say it's Stadia's dead. That's all you need. Use that title. I can guarantee you get you'll make a killing.
All right, they're getting ready to start in a minute. So they're doing like little 15-minute little whatevers, and then they bring somebody else on. This is going on, I think, all the way till probably about 11. And if you guys miss yesterday's, because it's going the 12th and the 13th, there's links all over the place. You guys can click and see what you missed yesterday. Oh, missed it. Today's sessions are available on demand.
I make a game on creative as this. No.
No. Well, come on. If this break too long, guys, I got a special trailer to show.
Oh man, I will say that was pretty good.
Yeah.
For the little bit they added there.
Yeah.
I mean the stuff for the revenue sharing and all of that is pretty big.
70%.
Yeah, that was amazing. I mean,
come on, man.
If that's not gonna make you want to do it, then
yeah, hell yeah.
Well, but then you've got the affiliate program now. I mean, they already kind of had that, but this is a little bit better. Yeah. So you've got that. You've got the benefit of having Stadia Pro now.
For Stadia. What do you mean you think that's it for Stadia? What are you talking
they're
about?
dead. They're dead. We all know it.
Okay, here we go. I am sure they will want to tic-tac-toe right now. LOL. Dude, I hope I don't get in trouble for this music.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
This is on Rock's YouTube channel. I ain't worried about it. I'm just playing Rock. I'm playing.
Ain't no party like a raid party.
If you can put your glasses on, Cowboy, it says we're taking a quick break. The next section starts soon. Hey, Rock, what's going on, brother?
Rock.
Hello.
He heard you.
Oh, he's getting. shocked that I'm on this show?
Rokk,
that's what the X's are for.
Miss you. I'm gonna give them another 2 minutes. I know they're getting ready for the next showing. If they don't come on within like a couple of minutes, I will put on a trailer. Oh, look at Alex showing Rokk some love.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh my God! All right, look. You know you got a bunch of devs looking at the shop. Let me start making some games. Yeah, but I thought the Stadia part was just as short. No, brother. See, Google sends emails to me and Vet, so we kind of know what's going on while you're playing Marvel Adventures on Stadia.
Well, you know, when you actually stream games and content and not just run your mouth or, you know, sit in bed eating food all the time, you know, you would get those kind of emails too. But you're too busy,
oh my God,
you know, causing controversy and
let's be nice. Here we go. We love you, cowboy. We just don't like your
we do. I mean, I won't your Creta game, so don't, you know, unless it's free, and even then I might not buy it.
Here we go, guys. Yes.
Oh, I thought I was about to say technical issues.
Thank you so much for joining our Stadia technical session. Less time porting and inserting, more time creating. Today you'll hear from myself. I'm Elizabeth, a product manager on the Stadia team, as well as Ryan Bartley, a PM joining us from Austin, Texas, and Robert Edelman, one of our PMs based in Munich, Germany.
Ooh.
The focus of this presentation is how we're making it easier than ever to bring your games to Stadia. We spent the time since Stadia's launch listening to partner feedback and working to address some of the largest challenges they experience. We'll be discussing the investments we're making to make this process easier and more efficient. First, I'll begin by covering the developer iteration improvements we're making to help automate and simplify some of the more manual and tedious processes on Stadia, and how we're beginning to really lean into the cloud-native nature of our platform. Ryan will then dive into everyone's favorite topic, certification, and describe how changes we are making are expected to reduce the churn and pain it takes to meet and pass Stadia's technical requirements.
I would love to know who certified Outriders.
We're making to the overall process of certification. And
that was a big oopsie.
Finally, Robert will discuss the work we're doing to make it easier to bring Unity and
just
Unreal
wait for Thursday 5:30. You'll get your spotlight.
Investments for custom engines using the Stadia porting toolkit, which we'll continue to build out and add to over time. To start, I'm going to talk about some of the recently launched and upcoming features that help support the developer experience on Stadia. Specifically, a set of cloud-native development features focused on making it easy to launch, manage, and review your developer sessions. First, let's talk about testing on endpoints. One of the best things about Stadia is that it works across a variety of screens. Whether you're playing on your old Android phone, Mac laptop, Chromebook, chances are Stadia is just going to work. But for Stadia developers, testing a title across mobile, TV, and web has historically been a painful process, requiring developers to do quite a bit for what should be a relatively common workflow. And the data supports this. Almost 90% of developer sessions are in Test Client, which is our developer-side streaming client. Now, while the experience in Test Client is similar to that of playing as a player on web, it doesn't have all of the client-side features that gamers expect, like achievements. And if you look at player endpoints, for example, Chromecast, fewer than 1% of developer sessions are on TV. TV is where we see some of the strongest engagement in the part of players. This data shows that most sessions aren't being tested in environments that gamers actually play on. If it were easier to test on all screens, we'd expect a better distribution of testing. To address this common pain point, we are taking advantage of the benefits of cloud development and making available the ability to launch to TV, web, and mobile in just one step from the command line, Visual Studio, or a developer site, the partner portal. This will enable rapid iteration without additional steps. We expect this to save hours in the life of a Stadia developer. This feature is going live first for launches to web, and then mobile and TV over the next few months. Now, being able to easily test your title on all endpoints is just the start. We're also launching a new set of cloud-native tools that will enable you to have the capabilities and powers of a developer while playing as a gamer, no matter what endpoint you're on. Our new suite of cloud-native tools will also unlock new use cases for distributed collaboration. Test Hub will enable developers to seamlessly test their games across mobile, TV, and web, while getting all of the tools and real-time data they need to understand and control their game. This allows partners to debug issues with comprehensive logs and feedback, both during and after the session. Test Hub will become the best place to launch a game, debug a game when things go wrong, manage a game, and control platform variables of a game, like setting resolution overrides or emulating different network conditions. So you could be playing a game on Chromecast and in real time monitor your frame rate stability in Test Hub, or see logs streamed in real time in the browser as you continue to play on TV. We're launching Test Hub in a series of phases. Our initial launch in the coming months will be focused on tooling, consolidation, and improvement, specifically bringing features from the Stadia Developer Chrome extension and Test Client in one place, with priority given to STR graphs and tools. Over time, we'll continue to add functionality to Test Hub, supporting every component of the developer lifecycle. The data available to Stadia developers is extensive and growing, but the process of extracting and saving that data is a challenging and manual process. This is why we launched Game Runs, which seeks to improve this experience by automating the capture, retrieval, and display of useful data surrounding a game's execution. Game Runs are a new, persistent repository of all the game log, session data, artifacts, and other information that are generated while playing your game, captured automatically, which you can share with anyone in your team, anywhere, at any time. Wow. No more downloading log files or wondering what build you're running. It's all right there, accessible through a unique Game Run URL. We expect this feature to significantly improve distributed cross-team, cross-geo collaboration. And with the upcoming launch of Test Hub, you'll have access to all of your past game runs in one place. And now I'll hand it over to Ryan to talk about how we're making publishing and certification easier for partners.
Test Hub.
Hey everyone, I'm Ryan. Great to be here talking to you virtually from my house in Austin. I'm PM on Stadia, and today I'll be detailing several ways in which we are making it easier to certify and publish your titles on Stadia. For those who don't know, certification is the last hurdle before launching your game in the Stadia store, and is something that exists on almost all modern game platforms. Certification checks a number of requirements called Stadia Technical Requirements, or STRs, to ensure that Stadia players are getting a reliable experience when they play a game on Stadia.
Ryan's voice doesn't match his face.
This process has been quite difficult on Stadia for developers, as you can see.
No, that's what I
spent the last year listening and learning from our partners to reduce the overall effort certification takes. These efforts were focused on three main areas of improvement.
Oh, that was good.
First, we'll talk about simplified requirements. We've simplified and removed several existing STRs, so it's easier for your development teams to fulfill the requirements while still maintaining the level of quality that Stadia players expect. Next, we'll dive into more tooling enhancements and how the Game Runs feature will help your team pass certification faster and more efficiently. Finally, we'll highlight decoupling, a project that allows your team to work in parallel, ensuring high efficiency and throughput. With all these improvements, we have one overarching goal in mind: enabling all partners to pass certification on their first try. Now, let's talk about each effort in a bit more depth, starting with simplifying the STRs themselves. Just as an example, at launch, we required all games to run at 4K HDR surround sound.
Really?
This was an admittedly hard target for many partners to reach. Since then, we've removed these requirements for games that don't already support these features on other consoles. We know that certain requirements are more difficult for your game to reach than others. That's why over the last few quarters, we have been working to simplify and remove any STR that doesn't add sufficient value to our players' experience. In total, we've removed around 30 different test cases and simplified more than 25 of our most complicated STRs.
Oh, he is in Texas. Is this the one that's in Texas?
Getting started. We'll be introducing several new updates soon.
He reminds me of my old drama teacher.
Easier to meet. Predictability and stability are also key areas.
I think I have a couple of his books.
When we launched, we were releasing SDK and SDR updates every 3 weeks. We've sought to slow down.
Look, he's already starting
and freeze
stuff.
our SDK.
Already
It's got the urge. Yeah, well, that didn't
the
surprise
time
me.
it needs to stabilize your game.
That's why he doesn't get emails from Google.
To make sure we're not introducing any more unnecessary SDRs or making any changes that don't need to be made, we created an internal review board for all things STRs that ensures these requirements are meaningful
Well, I mean,
and
at least they're
achievable.
SDRs.
We hope these
God,
changes give teams
I'd hate for them to be
ample
something else.
opportunity
It's
to
like
make
a
their
no.
games great without worrying
I
about
always
Stadia
wanted to know
certification.
how do some games
Once
get
your
certified?
team learns the requirements,
Yeah.
though, the next step would be testing these requirements
Lee,
out in
that's
the actual
terrible.
game. And I'm excited to say
Oh
that
my
we made a
god!
lot of
Oh my
improvements.
god! Let me get this off of here. Oh my
Originally,
god!
the process of testing SDRs could be pretty frustrating.
God
Shit,
damn
my
it.
A lot of
stomach.
enormous CLI commands,
Oh my God, that was
SSHing
good.
logs, and checking charts to determine what we may have
Ginger
missed by each
roast.
requirement. Since then, we've leaned into the cloud-native nature of Stadia
Woo.
and not only simplified the process of
Boy,
knowing
wouldn't it
you're
be
in
a
the right
mess up if he
testing
said
environment,
instead of
but also
SDR, he changed
automated
that
the
R to a
processing
different
of
letter.
SDR test case results
Woo.
themselves.
Poor guy.
Our goal here is really to make it so you don't even have to install a Stadia SDK
Wow.
to test your entire game for certification. Getting into the correct
like the
environment and being
SD,
able to rely upon the
ST
results
or-
is incredibly
All
important.
those
SDK.
letters are just
To push this further,
they're all
SDK,
too
man.
close
we
to
created
each
a
other,
small
man.
set of configurations your team
One change in a
our
letter and you got a
certifications
big
team
old
will use
you got
when
a
launching
big
the game
old mess
that
up you
will
gotta clean up.
reduce what we heard over and over
Jesus.
about how
But Google does
difficult
like
it
that
was
sometimes.
to know you're in the right environment. We've even gone
We'll
one
get
step
more
further
people on there
to
watching
give you a
those.
way to
One-click
change your
certification
entire environment
testing.
into the
They're making it
certification
really
environment.
easy to get
This will let
certified.
you test things exactly like certification does.
Wow.
The SDR scorecard is a post-run summary attached to the game runs feature Elizabeth spoke about earlier, allowing teams to receive and share automatic feedback into how their game would
Ban
perform
all of
during
us.
technical certification. The scorecard currently supports mini SDR test cases
What
and
did
will be
Vet
rolling
do
out
this time?
support for all other SDRs
Remember, that's
over the
Vet
next few
talking.
releases. Further,
Me and
the
Paul
scorecard
are
and
being
game runs
professional.
will become a permanent feature of the certification
Oh,
report so that you can reliably get the information that you need and understand how to use it. Each certification will therefore come with the correlating game
I'll
run
behave.
and
I
SDR
promise I'll
scorecard.
behave this now.
We'll also be adding other things to the run that may be helpful, like links to any crash dumps we may have, or images and video to help your team solve
Cloud
issues
Gaming
faster
Dad
and
Lee
easier.
wants to know how did
We've
what
already
was that
received
game
a ton
Chorus?
of positive
How
feedback
did that get
from our
certified?
certification operations.
Cronus?
That these tools are going to be really
This-
helpful, and we can't wait
One
to begin
day.
rolling this out to our partners.
Yeah, I'm back for
Finally,
one day and I get fired.
let's talk a little bit about some improvements we made to the actual submission process. Partners spoke to us about how difficult it was
I think
to
he's
have
a
multiple
handsome
teams
gentleman.
submitting and iterating during the
I can
actual
stop
certification
rocking in his
process.
rolly chair
And while
there,
our goal is only
rolling
one
side to side.
certification, we know there will be times
Like,
when
you can
partners
see
need
him
to
going
change things in parallel. That's why we created the project called Decoupling. When we launched the certification process, the entire process
Oh wow,
bunched
look at
around the
this.
submission.
Look at this.
All parties had to prepare their entire submission and submit it all at once. This became a big problem as different teams worked at different paces, causing a logjam effect. Over the past year, we invested heavily in this process to split out the technical parts of the submission assets from the store and pricing assets. This allows
I've
your
noticed
development,
everybody
publishing, and marketing
is white.
teams to operate independently from one another and at their own pace. The feature is called launch packs. In other words, you can submit store assets for certification.
Oh my God, who wrote
to
that?
make sure
Was it
everything
just
is in
you
the right
saying
place
that?
and will show up properly for consumers right alongside or before
Oh,
or
shit.
after your title goes into technical certification.
Oh, poor Rock. Thank
And
God
we
he's
hope
not
to
here.
keep making this better and better over time by removing and consolidating unnecessary process requirements. Since we launched this in Q1, we're already hearing great things about it, and we're going to continue to improve upon it to increase your team's efficiency. Even though many of the things we talked about today are just coming out or will come out soon, we're
Almighty.
already seeing our goal of one single certification trending in the right direction. This trend line shows that the number of average submissions per title has been dropping over time, and we're going to keep working to lower this number.
That was
until it
cool that
reaches
they
one.
showed that. They didn't,
Next, we'll speak to Robert about the porting journey and third-party engine support with Unity and Unreal.
Hi, and a very warm welcome from Munich. I'm Robert,
Oh,
and I'm going
wow.
to talk about porting improvements.
I would love to go to Munich.
Let's get started with Unity and Unreal. In the next 3 slides, I'm going to show you what we did already and what we're actively
So
working
we did
on
our
at the
job,
moment to ensure we come to an even better integration with these powerful creation ecosystems. The first goal is quite clear. We want to make sure that development workflows are even more seamless and things just work out of the box, both for development as well as certification. In order to get there, we're at the moment finalizing our
Dre
support
happens
for
to be a
platform-agnostic
handsome
APIs,
man.
so you as a developer can stay as much as possible in your Unity and Unreal world, and you only have to take a look at the Stadia API if you're working on very platform-specific topics. And as a second thing, we're continuously improving on our integration. Just some examples of recent improvements. If you're working with Unity, you do not have to open a manual SSH tunnel anymore for debugging.
Wow.
We improved file transfer speeds. We have now full out-of-the-box support for Unity and Unreal games in our own CPU and system profiler. So you can take a deep look at the game and optimize aspects. And we improved expression evaluation and NUTVIS support, which should come in very handy, specifically if you're working with Unreal. A second goal we're pursuing is to support you as a developer around a few aspects where Stadia differs compared to other platforms. This means generic controllers, hot swapping of input types, because this can be quite time consuming. A second pillar of support is around network latency, compensation, network variability testing, so everything around the cloud nature of our platform. And as a third pillar of support, we also want to help you if you're coming from a modified engine version based on source code or a completely custom engine. And in this case, you have basically three options. You can always upgrade to a newer version of Unity and Unreal, but this can be time consuming. Or in case of Unreal, you can use a library of code components we're going to provide to make sure your game runs on Stadia. Or you can use the Stadia Porting Toolkit, which I'm going to introduce in 2 slides from now. Last but not least, we're improving our examples and documentation. Regarding documentation, at the moment, we're integrating the official Stadia documentation better with the Unity and Unreal documentation. And regarding examples, you can expect 3 things. First, a complete game that certifies out of the box that shows you how things are working holistically together. But in addition to that, we'll also add specific examples for key aspects. And you can expect examples for Stadia exclusive features. In case you're coming from a standard version of Unity and Unreal, things will just work out of the box. But in case you're coming from a modified version or a completely custom version, then the Stadia Porting Toolkit has the potential to drastically reduce the effort required to bring a game on our platform.
Mute yourself. People are trying to listen.
The goal is quite clear. To reduce time to first light, because this will reduce project risks. The idea is that you can keep your game, your Windows game, as much as possible, and you do not have to develop against new APIs, but you can just link against new libraries. And most things will just work out of the box. So specifically, you do not have to change your game from DirectX to Vulkan. The Stadia Porting Toolkit consists of 2 parts. The key part is a set of translation libraries, and we have already early access versions of translation libraries from DirectX 9, 10, 11 to Vulkan, and we're actively working on more. And first feedback from partners is very promising, so we'll definitely continue along this line and extend our API support. And the second component inside the Stadia Porting Toolkit is a set of tools we're still actively working on, and these tools will help you to bring your source code over on our platform. This means things like ensuring source code compiler compliance, but also supporting you around aspects like 32-bit to 64-bit conversion. When it comes to porting, one aspect is bringing over the big blocks like DirectX to Vulkan. And around these big blocks, the Stadia Porting Toolkit will help you. But in addition to that, it's also a lot about the general quality of development tools, because you will iterate a lot. You will debug, build, and optimize things. And when it comes to development tools, we made major improvements. So when you take a recent version of the Stadia SDK and compare it to the state 1 year ago, now you can step 10 times faster through code in Visual Studio.
Wow.
We drastically improved the up and download times from files to and from the instance. We have much clearer error messages now. We also have our own CPU and system profiler Orbit, which is already part of the SDK and which will keep improving. This tool gives you holistic insights into how the different components of the system are working together. And we have an early access version of our own GPU profiler, which will give you deep insights on the graphics side, both into the what as well as the why. And you can expect more. Like Elizabeth said, more tools which will increasingly leverage the cloud nature of our platform for better collaboration and remote work. And very soon you can also expect, for example, iterative uploading and distribution of large asset files. With that, I'm already coming to the end, and I want to leave you with 3 key messages. The first is that both development as well as certification on Stadia is getting easier. It's actually getting much easier. And we're getting there based on the 3 pillars of work you've heard about in this presentation. First, we're increasingly leveraging the cloud nature of our platform for better collaboration, better remote work. We're going to ease certification, provide you more transparency and automation around the certification process. We will continue to improve our development tools, and we're going to provide you dedicated accelerator components like the Stadia porting toolkit, which will very considerably reduce the effort when bringing a project on our platform. Now is therefore a really good time to get started with development on Stadia. And if you're interested, please go to stadia.dev. There you'll find more information.
Wow.
On behalf of Elizabeth, Ryan, and myself, let me say thanks a lot for your time today. And we're very much looking forward to seeing you in person, hopefully soon.
Wow. Give me 1 second.
Did you just say Rocket League? He did, Ryzak, he did.
So they are really trying to really get devs to bring their games over by updating their tools, making it a lot better. I mean, this is awesome, and I think this is going to help a lot of game devs bring a lot of games.
The easier it is, the more games you're going to get at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, fantastic news.
Yeah. No, right. No, Anthony, I was kidding.
Gotcha. Wait, they really said Rocket League? No, there's no Rocket League.
You probably tweeted it out now.
It's not Rocket League. Man.
Yeah, no, that is. I mean, they're making the push now.
Well, you know why they're doing that? If you saw earlier, they were trending down with people bringing their games. They want to bring that back up, so they're making it a lot. They're helping developers get their games on faster, get certified faster. So I mean, shout out to Google, man, trying to help these guys bring these games to Stadia.
I mean,
yeah.
They said what? More profit, easier support.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a perfect combination at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd be kind of silly not to know at this point.
Yeah, exactly. What do you say? Okay, because that's a game. Oh my god.
Anthony sucks at it.
This is exciting. Seriously, this is exciting stuff. I would love to hear from the one out trying to shake hands. Hey. Man, what part interested you the most, Vet?
I'd have to lean not this stuff, but just the first stuff. I just like the fact that they're pushing for incentives for the developers now. This is what it should have been done, but obviously there were things that needed to get built or done behind the scenes before they could do this. And I like that this kind of information didn't leak out. So that's what they needed, and I give them props because they've done a good job of not letting things leak out, not telling the public just everything like they had a tendency to do at the very beginning, and now they're just coming at it now. What I want to see is this. I'm hoping that with all of these new things that they just announced, that'll be the push to get the bigger developers, the bigger players that for the games that people want. Application and some of these other guys.
You're very welcome, brother. Love you, man. Thank you. Let's see, Clay. You just know that people are going to flip this. Stadia are desperate, etc., giving more profits to devs, etc. Well, you know what? Let me tell you something, man.
They can, but
they can say whatever they want.
The same thing can be said about Microsoft doing that with the Windows Store or the Microsoft Store, adding Android and saying, "Hey, guess what? we're going to let anybody put their application in the Windows in the new Microsoft store. We're also bringing Android apps through Amazon. You could say the exact same thing that, well, we're just trying to undercut Apple. It's no different. People are going to say stuff, but as soon as they get a big time developer like, let's say, Activision, because that's one that everybody would love to see come on board because of a certain Call of Duty game or Warzone, whatever. If they got Activision on board, that would be it. Nobody would say, well, people would still, the trolls would still be out there, Anthony.
I just think it's a win. Google, it's a win-win for Google getting these devs.
Yeah, it is. It's a win no matter what. But they're gonna have the haters regardless. It's just the way it is. It's because it's Google. I said it before, when Microsoft was in the same position when they entered the gaming market with the original Xbox, when they were trying to compete with Sony and Nintendo. It's no different than it is for Google now.
Let me tell you, man, I remember a long time ago, you had to jump through hoops just to get a game on the NES, and Nintendo, they were like, no, it's either, and they still do that. It's either our way or the highway, so yeah. Props to Google wanting to work and get these guys on.
That's exactly what it is they're doing something that the others aren't. I'm sorry, does Microsoft give that kind of an incentive to get developers? No, they just buy them out. That's the difference right there. That's your difference.
Don't stop. We got more stuff coming, folks. Bringing new value to Stadia partners.
Hi, folks. It's great to be here with you today, although, of course, I'm looking forward to the time when
we get
in person again. Thanks for joining me for our session on bringing new value to Stadia partners.
No, I'm just playing, guys.
I thought that was Wayne. I thought that was Wayne.
Management lead on Team Stadia.
Party on, Wayne.
My team and I are responsible for many of the features and tools that both players and developers see across our platform.
Are we watching Wayne's
I'm
World?
going to be covering a range of topics, all centered around delivering the most value possible to partners.
He's a wonderful
I'll give an
person.
overview of the technology and tools that Stadia offers to promote your
all
games.
those guys. I love you guys.
We'll discuss our new revenue share changes that will increase the return on your development investment.
Give a big shout out to Wayne's
more
World.
details on our new affiliate marketing program, and we'll talk about how to best utilize all of this to enhance the success of your games on Stadia. To kick things off, it's always good to reacquaint everyone with some Stadia basics.
Hey man,
our platform is built on the foundation that games should be accessible to everyone that wants to play them. In turn, this creates a unique opportunity for publishers and developers. So how does Stadia do this? First is reach. Stadia is currently available in 22 countries, and nearly anyone in those countries can play a Stadia game across millions of supported devices. This significantly expands the ability of high-end games to reach users who don't have high-end hardware. Second is access. With just the click of a link on any compatible device, users can try a new game or pick up where they left off. Third is convenience. Many Stadia games, including every Stadia Pro game, are playable for free for new players without waiting for a single install or download. Our user research tells us that this convenience is really valuable to players, but it can also have huge benefits to publishers, improving the effectiveness of your promotion by removing some of the biggest barriers for gamers to start playing. Okay, let's dive in a bit deeper. Today, Stadia is available across a huge range of screens. Hundreds of millions of individual devices across the world can play Stadia games. With cloud game streaming, the addressable market for your games on Stadia is pretty mind-blowing and ever-expanding. As one example, we recently launched Stadia on Android TV devices, as well as Chromecast with Google TV, and fully launched Stadia on our iOS web app. There's more on the way later this year and next, such as a partnership we recently announced to bring Stadia to LG smart TVs. Last year, we debuted a technology that we call Click to Play. It enables exactly that. A player can click a link and play a game. But for developers, it means something more. That you can use your existing communities, or the far reaches of the internet, to post a link and bring people seamlessly into your game. And not only that, but Click to Play allows you to see which marketing channel brings in the most players. Post a Click to Play link on social media, and you'll be able to see exactly which social channels bring the most people into your game. And it's when you couple Click to Play with Stadia Pro, which is free for every new user for the first month, that things can get really interesting. Users get to play dozens of games with one monthly subscription, while you get a low-friction way to introduce your games to new players. Stadia Pro is a big focus for us on the Stadia team this year as well. We're investing in third-party partnerships with folks like OnePlus, Lenovo, AT&T, Asus, and others. As an example, in June, we launched a program with AT&T where millions of their fiber and 5G subscribers were offered 6 free months of Stadia Pro to play on their devices. We're also continuing to work closely with our internal partners. We worked with YouTube last year to offer Stadia Pro to YouTube Premium subscribers, and we'll be continuing that partnership later this year. This is in addition to making extended Stadia Pro trials available to all Chromebook users, as well as all Google One subscribers. And perhaps best of all is what we announced in our keynote session today. For the very first time, we're now giving back a chunk of Stadia Pro revenue to partners. An industry-leading 70% of monthly Pro subscription revenue will be going directly back to partners that have claimable games in Stadia Pro starting this month. We're basing this monthly payment on session days. For example, if a player were to come back to play your game once per day for 5 days, this would be 5 session days. Coming back and playing twice per day for 5 days still counts as 5 session days. We did this to keep it as fair as possible across different types of game genres. If you, as game developers and publishers, have ways like email or other CRM mechanics to bring your community of players back to your game on a recurring basis in a given month, click-to-play links can help make that journey seamless for players while increasing revenue for you. We are also introducing a brand new incentive program that cuts Google's revenue share to 15% for the first $3 million. Partners will get 85% of revenue up to that $3 million threshold, after which point we'll revert to our current split. This improved revenue share will be in place starting in October of this year or earlier, and will run through at least 2023. It will apply to the life of the title for every new game that accepts our new terms and launches in that time frame. That goes for full games, microtransactions, pre-orders, and add-on content. So there are multiple paths to revenue on Stadia. Multiple ways users can access your games. And of course, the more users, the better. So we're also building tools to make it easy for Stadia partners to create their own success. What does that mean? Well, for the first time, we're going to pay developers for using the unique benefits and power of click-to-play links to bring users into Stadia Pro. Specifically, we'll pay you $10, or local currency equivalent, for every new user that follows your click-to-play link, signs up for Stadia Pro, and converts to a paid subscriber after their free trial ends. This is a first-of-its-kind program that's only possible because of the way Stadia works. Because both promotion and playing happen with the same click-to-play link, we can connect the dots and let you share in more of the value of your own promotion. This affiliate marketing program will launch in the first half of next year. You have communities of passionate fans who want to support you on Discord, mailing lists, social media, and so on. You can provide a direct benefit to them simply by using click-to-play links, and everyone wins. You can also utilize advertising, YouTube creator partnerships, and other marketing channels. Because these are just links, they can be shared anywhere. Using click-to-play links to drive users to your game is good for users, providing a fast and easy route into the games that they want to play. It's also good for Stadia partners. It increases both total session days in Stadia Pro and your share of those days, which means a bigger revenue pot and a bigger share of that pot accrued to your title. And finally, it's also good for the platform. It increases the health of the Stadia ecosystem overall, which is why this is worth it for us. It's a virtuous cycle. This is particularly powerful when you start to utilize Stadia enhanced features as well. We have some entirely optional APIs that allow you to integrate cloud-native features into your games. One such feature is State Share. We've talked about State Share before, and it's live on the platform in a few games, including a series I have spent literally hundreds of hours with, the Hitman World of Assassination trilogy. Effectively, these are playable captures, deep-linked game states that users can drop right into. Custom challenges, specific moments, whatever you want to share, the power is in your hands. We've seen State Share yield an 8x increase in views on shared content. Because viewers can easily click to play themselves, this viral loop can be an effective way to further drive session days for a game. For every 10 users that view a shared game state, we see one jumping directly into the game to become a player. So why are captures so important and such a powerful tool? Well, we see this in action with YouTube. YouTube is the #1 discovery surface for users finding new games. YouTube can be another launching off point for click-to-play experiences. For example, YouTube creators can help get the word out about your game or add-on content while linking their viewers directly into it via a click-to-play link that you provide. However, YouTube becomes even more powerful when it's deeply integrated with the game itself. On Stadia, we've made this possible via crowdplay, a feature that lets YouTube viewers play together with a creator. This can bring players back into your game, which can drive more session days, and help return value to you. Of course, all of this only applies once you're on the platform, and we've made that process much easier too. That's really a topic for another presentation, but fortunately we do have such a presentation. Please check out the talk from my friends Elizabeth, Ryan, and Robert, where they're discussing some big improvements we've made to Stadia workflows, certification, translation layers, and all kinds of other things designed to make developers' lives easier. To summarize then, Stadia continues to improve and grow as a platform in some really meaningful ways. We are now taking the next steps, expanding gameplay to more screens, investing in Stadia Pro, and bringing new value to Stadia partners, all while lowering the cost to bring your games to the platform. Speaking of which, we want you and your games on the platform. Please get in touch directly or apply at stadia.dev to find out more. Thank you.
Thank you, and good night. Oh no, mine. Oh, I can hear something.
I can hear you. I can't hear you very well.
Probably broke something.
It's all that clapping you doing.
It's all the music. It's in the background. You unmuted him. That's what he gets for not joining in on the party on Wayne. He wasn't down with partying with Wayne, so they banned him. I cut Paul's on the show.
Thank you. No, that's pretty interesting though. Like
you were all muted?
Nah.
Did Ryzak say we're all muted?
Really?
Hold on. Yeah. No, we're not. No, I unmuted. I just turned on the audio on the actual stream. I could hear us. I just can't hear Ray, so he broke his microphone again. It's probably because he's got a Sony headset. That's probably the thing. That's what happens when you cheat on Stadia with Sony.
Betrayal.
I know, they're like, Google's like, we're going to shut your stuff down. We have our ways with Microsoft. We know.
So you get ready for dissing all them people.
You guys hear me now?
Yeah, we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
People, can you?
Like, what?
All right.
Is he talking? I can't hear him. I'm joking.
I can't hear him either. I think he's broke it. He's going to get pissed. I can hear everybody. Right, Zach, unfortunately, we can hear him.
No, you're good now.
Yeah, no, you fixed it.
Okay. All right, man. Well, you know what? I would play the next one, but Paul, I just wanted to hear what's your thoughts, brother? What's your thoughts?
I thought it was pretty interesting, actually. Like, to lower the cost of bringing the games to Stadia, that's a very good idea. Hopefully, we get more big games in Stadia.
Well, yeah, as long as they get the games, this is a genius move, and it's one that, because it's obviously they don't want to be like, they don't want to pull a Microsoft and just piss away money and buying studios left and right.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Yes, I give Microsoft credit. Let's just throw money away and buy studio after studio. In the short term, that's good. The long term, it may not be beneficial. Obviously, Google is doing something different, and I think that this is much better idea, is to give incentives as to getting the games on there. So now they need to get them on, and I think it will over time. I mean, we saw they basically said all of this stuff is going to be going on through 2023. I mean, they're in this incentive program for the long haul, so that gives you a lot of games from now until then. How many games and developers are they going to pull?
I mean, look, man. Go ahead, Paul. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, that 85% split thing they said at the beginning, like where they get up to 3 million. Said it starts on October, which is when FIFA comes out. So FIFA will take advantage of that. So they're going to get up to 3 million in profit before Google shrink the cut, which is amazing.
There you go.
Well, and they timed it perfectly, because you've got games coming out later this year, big title games, and now they're going to get to reap those benefits. FIFA is a prime example. We know FIFA comes out October. They said what did they say? Like later end of the year or earlier. They're going to make a killing off. Yeah, they're timing it right. I could see it coming earlier, because they're going to say October, because that's obviously FIFA. But I could see it pushing out in like August or September. Right when Madden drops, that's when they'll start EA's going to make bank off of that, and then they're going to be like, well, let's bring EA College Football, because we are still developing it. So why not just develop a port for Stadia as well?
And then
I've been saying college football is going to come to Stadia. It's going to happen.
No, let me just add this. It is a win for these indie guys, man, because these indies guys got families and they got people to support. They can, I mean, hell, they could probably even add more people to help, but a 70%.
I mean,
and then just
Death Carnival developers,
exactly.
What was that? Oh God, there are so many good indie games that I played that are on the platform that I didn't expect to like. Subnautica was one. I didn't think I'd like it, but I actually enjoyed that. It's those kind of developers that are gonna benefit the most out of this. But
look at this pro incentives, man. The pro incentives are amazing.
Well, and I'm not gonna say nay that the big time players aren't gonna benefit from this either, because they are. I mean, this is a win all across the board. This is a huge win across the board.
Thank you.
And it's just interesting how it ties. They pick October, but then throwing, it'll probably be, it may end up being earlier. Well, of course it's going to be earlier. We know Madden's coming out the day it gets released. They've already said that. So you're going to tie that in perfectly with Madden, then FIFA, and then EA's already working on, EA already said EA College Football is not coming out until sometime next year at the earliest. Guess what?
Really loving this college football, man.
I'm just telling you. I've been calling that.
Look, they need a hockey game for all my homies out there in Canada.
We
need a hockey game.
Hey, they need hockey and baseball. Hockey and baseball are the two they need. And if they could bring us Fight Night, an updated Fight Night, I would be sold.
But I'm extremely excited that FIFA 22. Oh my God, FIFA 22, and folks. You can actually go into the store and you can pre-order, these games. I'm
FIFA, Madden's in there.
It's a win. Totally, man. It's a win for everybody.
Yeah, it is.
And I've interviewed and I've talked to devs, man, and it's a doggy dog world, man, out there.
Stadia Krampus. It's sports. They got basketball, they've got football, soccer. If they get hockey, boxing, and they've got golf on there as well. I mean, you may as well just get all of the sports. Then you have solidified the sports category, and you can move on to bigger, better games.
I'm gonna tell you what also this does, guys. Oh, Paul's gonna disappear. No, it's gonna put the games that we want to come to Stadia. All right, I'm gonna bring Paul back in here. Oh my goodness! This is going to help. This is going to bring a lot of games to the platform. This is going to. I mean, I'm telling you, devs are licking at the chop right now. Like what? Let's get to it. Let's start getting these games. I'm excited. Hell, we might even see a Sky Climbers. We might see a Sky Climbers 2 and 3 in the future, guys.
Hey, if they bring Deer Hunter and Bass Pro Fishing, you bring those two and add in NASCAR, it's done. It's a done deal.
Oh my God.
I will pre-order those today.
All right, guys, we have come to the end of the show. But Vet, first of all, brother, welcome back. I'm glad you got your mind clear. Spend some time with your family in Tennessee. And where can people find you? When are you streaming? I need to watch a Vet stream. What are you doing?
I will be live today. My kids have doctor's appointments at 3, but I will be doing a show today. I have no idea what it's going to be, but Vet Cloud Gaming on YouTube. All right. Just make sure to tune in or keep an eye out for when that pops up, because I will have it scheduled. It's either going to be Red Dead or probably Siege. I don't know. I haven't even loaded up Siege yet, so
not a problem,
I will probably. If I do that, it's going to embarrass the crap out of me. But we'll dive in, and I might do Red Dead because I do enjoy that, and I'll just invite people into it. So.
Gotcha. Hey, just so you know, you got to level up to level 5 so you can do PvP against people. So do some lone wolf. Use some lone wolves and then level up.
I'll probably do a Red Dead stream tonight, because then I can invite the community to play if anybody's down with that.
Lee, I love you, brother. You guys make sure you support Cloud Gaming Dad as well. Wonderful, wonderful brother in our gaming community. Brother Paul, where can people find you? What you gonna be doing, brother?
You can find me on Mr. Baron Plays. Doing part 4 The Last of Us 2 tonight, 8 o'clock UK time. So yeah, find me on there for that.
Gotcha. All right. Well, guys, I am Ray Sherrod, Ray3473. Guys, just look at my Twitter page, Ray3473. I'm always posting when I'm going to stream. Shout out to the Stadia Bash Community Network. Shout out to all you beautiful guys in the chat. Thank you so much. Hopefully next Tuesday, guys, we will have the one and only, the legendary Rokk will be back. Adam will be back, and we love and miss him. All right, guys, share just came out. All right, they want me to share it. It just came out. All right, before we leave, let me get the screen. Let me get my screen up. Let's see. I'm going to share my screen. Chrome tab. All right, we're going to do a little extra. Let's see. We're going to do the Stadia blog.
It's a great sale in the store if you haven't seen it.
I'm going to share.
Get another raise.
Yeah, shut up.
That was me. That's Alex saying it. That wasn't me.
Whatever. All right, let me get this in. All right, here we go, guys. One.
I guess they did.
Yeah, they did. Here we go. All right. So what do we got here? Let me just read real quick.
Oh, God, don't give Anthony any more incentive. Look, I can already see it. I can see the image. Where's his comments? You know they're about to be coming in. He's typing.
All right, so we did get a This Week on Stadia. FIFA 22 is coming to Stadia October 1. Pick your favorite club and score the vital brace with brand new hypermotion technology that makes matches even more real. Build a career to stand the test of time as you coach, manage, and play your way to the top of the game and build your dream squad. Shut up.
Wait, is that you? Did they get your image?
Shut up. So let's see what we got. We got we got Streets of Rage 4. We got FIFA 22.
And my God.
Look, Marvel Avengers. Don't get excited. So we got let's see, the FIFA Streets, the legendary brawler series Streets of Rage returns in a maelstrom of madcap multiplayer mayhem. Streets of Rage 4 is ready to play on Stadia July 15th. Take control of your favorite classic characters and casts of hard-hitting newcomers in a lovely crafted modern masterpiece. Streets of Rage 4 on Stadia includes the additional characters Estelle acquired for free, as well as new color palettes for all characters, new training mode, new Mania Plus difficulty. But it is in Stadia stores this Thursday for $24.99 US dollars. Nice. Then save on Marvel Avengers in the Stadia store, and I know my boy Cowboy's excited about this. Ready to get your super heroics on? Marvel Avengers is on sale right now. Buy it for $23.99 USD or pick up the deluxe edition, which I did, $35.99 USD today, but I bought that long time ago before that 40% off the original retail price. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Last chance to claim Orcs Must Die 3, folks. Don't delay your last chance to claim Orcs Must Die 3 for free with Stadia Pro. Is Wednesday, July 14th at midnight Pacific time. Claim it now and experience all the fast-paced trap-building excitement of putting orcs on forks. Team up with a friend and construct infernal machines to puncture, prod, and pulverize hordes of insidious invading orcs. Grab it today. All right, guys, that is your twos. Let me close this out. All right, that was the quick twos. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you, Vet. I love you, brother. I love you, Paul. Thank you, guys. I am going to end the stream now. Thank you so much. And let's see, where is? Oh, come on, here it is. All right, guys, and Vet, you coming back? I just wanted to do this to you because I know you love it so much. We're gone, folks. Love you, Paul. Love you, Vet. Take care, guys. Love everybody. Be safe. Be safe out there.